Naomi Osaka is the 2021 Australian Open champion after beating Jennifer Brady in straight sets, 6-4, 6-3, in 77 minutes in the women's final in Melbourne. It's Osaka's second Australian Open win, after taking home the title in 2019 and fourth career Grand Slam championship after winning the US Open in 2018 and 2020. Osaka had to beat some previous major winners on her way to the title, going through Garbine Muguruza and Serena Williams in the quarterfinals and semifinals before collecting her fourth major in the win against Brady. It's the second time Osaka has completed a US Open, Australian Open double. Williams, Justine Henin and Kim Clijsters are the only other women's players to have done that this century. Brady, meanwhile, came up short in her first Grand Slam final but came away with a good showing. The first set was tied 4-4 before Osaka pulled away, and Brady did get back in the match. In a second set she trailed 4-0. While it was her first Grand Slam final, she also lost to Osaka in the 2020 US Open semifinal, and is an emerging star on hard courts. An upbeat Brady thanked her whole team after coming in second. The 2021 Australian Open men's final is on Sunday, and Novak Djokovic will be going for a second three-peat down under against Daniil Medvedev, who's playing in his second career Grand Slam final.
Naomi Osaka wins 19th consecutive match for spot in Australian Open semifinals. Naomi Osaka advanced Tuesday to a potential semifinal showdown against Serena Williams at the Australian Open. Osaka earned her 19th victory in a row by overpowering Su Wei-Xie 6-2, 6-2, and will next meet the winner of the quarterfinal match Tuesday night between Williams and No. 2-seeded Simona Halep. "Normally I never look at my draw," Osaka said. "But everyone has told me about my draw here, so I kind of had no choice but to know who my next opponent is. It's definitely going to be really fun." Seeded third, Osaka reached 122 miles per hour on her serve and pounded her forehand. She hit 7 aces, lost only 2 points on her first serve, and was never broken. Osaka also played excellent defense, such as in the final game, when she raced forward to chase down a drop shot, flicking a backhand cross-court for a winner. At 35, Xie was the oldest woman to make her Grand Slam quarterfinal debut in the professional era. But Osaka wasn't fazed by Xie's flat, deceptive two-handed strokes from both sides. Osaka's winning streak includes a US Open title in September for her third Grand Slam championship. The streak also includes her fourth-round win last week, when she saved 2 match points and swept the final 4 games to overtake Garbine Muguruza. Osaka is 4-0 in Grand Slam quarterfinals, including a victory en route to the Australian Open title in 2019.
Quite sad. Yesterday we talked about one man who's pulled out. Guess what? Someone else is doing the same. Naomi Osaka pulls out of WTA finals with a shoulder injury, and an eventful season for Naomi Osaka came to an actually unfortunate end when the Japanese megastar pulled out of the WTA finals in Shenzhen, China with a right shoulder injury. Osaka withdrew hours before her second match at the year-end championships against fellow Grand Slam winner, the one known as Ashley Barty, and will be replaced by alternate Kiki Bertens of the Netherlands. Osaka had defeated Petra Kvitova in the sets on Sunday in the rematch of January. Similarly, a gripping Australian Open final, which actually was something they were looking forward to. Well, Barty was all set to be a blockbuster alongside Naomi, but they met early in October in the final of a big tournament in Beijing, and it didn't disappoint, with Osaka rallying for a 3-set victory. Osaka, though, said she injured the shoulder there, and in Japan, in the build-up to the WTA finals, she barely hit a serve. So right now she's saying she's pulling out, of course, due to injury, and we have tennis stars who need to ensure that they take care of themselves. Or what say you, Ini?
Yeah, look, for tennis stars, it looks like priorities is taking center stage now, because as a tennis star, you're looking at the big tournaments, you're looking at the bigger picture. You want to be in those major tournaments. And with due respect to the tournament in Shenzhen, it's not quite top of the pile. It's not the biggest tournament by any stretch of the imagination. And you're looking at the stars, and she says she's injured, And you've got to believe her. She says she's injured and she's a professional, and I'll believe that she's injured, but clearly maybe it's precautionary, maybe it's about just carrying yourself well. We talked about Roger Federer yesterday. Roger Federer is about age, not just wanting to stretch your bones regularly. But for Naomi Osaka, it's quite disappointing. The event is in China. She's from Japan. She's a big Asia star. They were looking for that duel with Barty. The fans were expecting, and now they're getting so bitterly disappointed that she's not going to continue in the competition. Sad one for the organizers, sad one for the fans, but for the tennis star, it's about her career. It's about doing what is right for her career.